Welcome back, and for this segment again, as I told you in the previous segment, we're going to be discussing a sport here in Kenya that needs more light shed on it, and we have no better people to discuss this sport than Obuya Cricket Academy, and also here in studio we have the captain of the Kenya Under-19 cricket team. We're going to be learning more about them, but for now, let me give them a chance to introduce themselves. So starting with you, Yash.
Hi, I'm Yash Gohil. I captain the Kenya Under-19 team. I also captain the Super League team for Nairobi Gymkhana.
Great. Raymond?
Hi, my name is Raymond Mwiji.
Yes.
I play for Obuya Cricket Academy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm a bowler.
Thanks. Ken?
Hi, I'm Ken Mwangi. I represent Obuya Cricket Academy.
You represent Obuya Cricket Academy. So speaking of Obuya Cricket Academy, many people out there maybe have an interest in cricket, in playing cricket and everything, but they don't know where to start from. So maybe Obuya Cricket Academy may be the right place to start from. So tell us a little bit from your perspective about Obuya Cricket Academy. Why should I come to play cricket at Obuya Cricket Academy?
For me, Obuya Cricket Academy is a good club. They are sponsored me from Form 1 until Form 4.
That's amazing.
They sponsor, like Akim, they sponsor him in college.
Yeah.
Well, we go to Mudangari and Lavington to coach kids.
Yeah.
In Saturday, they come, we train together.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And Raymond, again, you've had this sponsor and they do everything. And did you start playing cricket at Obuya Cricket Academy? Ama ulianza somewhere else? Do tell us.
For me, I say Obuya Academy has been like home.
Okay.
Usually we started our training at the academy from like Ken have said, we always go for coaching public schools. So that is where I learned about cricket, enjoyed playing it, and I've been being coached by Obuya coaches.
Yeah.
And it has been a great journey.
That's amazing. And Yash, coming to you again, captaincy, and we understand there's big things on the horizon for cricket in Kenya, especially the under-19 cricket. So do tell us a little bit about the future of the under-19, and under your captaincy, what do you want to achieve for under-19 cricket here in Kenya?
Yeah, so as of now, we've just started our training sessions. We have an upcoming tournament in Nigeria.
Okay.
So that's the Division 1 qualifiers, which is being hosted in Nigeria. It's against Namibia, Tanzania, Uganda and Nigeria themselves. So if we do, or sorry, let me rephrase, when we do win that tournament, we have the chance to go to World Cup.
Yeah, and for the Under-19 World Cup, we understand it will be really big for Kenya because there are a little bit of struggles in the national team, but where youth exists, we can always believe in a future. And under your leadership, we believe that we can get to the Under-19 tournament. So as it stands, when you look at the teams you've mentioned, your competitors, what are the prospects for the Kenya team?
We have a very good chance, and as players, we want to take Kenya cricket back up. We were one of the greats reaching the semi-final in 2003, and we want to bring Kenya back up to that same position. Yeah,
and I believe previous years, subsequent years, Kenya was really big in cricket, and we can get back to that. We want to be able to compete with guys like South Africa who have really pushed their cricket in Africa to sort of another level, competing with guys like India, competing with England, time and time again. We also want Kenya, and I believe the under-19 setup can be that they can bring Kenya back up, Kenyan cricket back up. And when you speak of bringing cricket back up, you guys have come to studio with a trophy. So Yash, mind explaining to us what this trophy represents, how did you guys win it, and tell us, Raymond and Ken, also explain how you guys, the roles you guys played in securing this trophy and bringing it back.
So the trophy, the history behind it was, there was a tournament hosted in Delhi, which as Obuya Academy, we went to represent Kenya. So the tournament had Barbados, India had 2 teams, Sri Lanka, Nepal as well. Yeah. So out of all those teams, including India, where cricket is a religion in India, so including all those teams, we came out victorious, winning the tournament and bringing the cup back home.
Great. Raymond, do tell us, how did you find the tournament?
The tournament was great. We really tried our best, it was tough. It wasn't easy.
I think he's mentioned India, and India is a really, really big country when it comes to cricket.
Yeah, they usually train daily. There, it's
bread
normal.
And butter, it's daily. Yeah.
So for us, we just went there, focused on one thing, bowling on one side, having a good partnership, and that's how we came with the trophy.
That's amazing. And Ken, you went to India, you understood that you were somewhere that's cricket heavy. The teams that is mentioned, Sri Lanka again is also a really big team. How did you find that tournament, and what do you think made you guys secure the trophy?
I think this under-19 was a good tournament. We faced many challenges. With the name you hear, like India, you feel like they're a strong team.
Yeah.
But when we played them, it was too normal.
Yeah, so Obuya Sports Academy crashed India, not Kenya.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's amazing, I think, for the academy again, because you've said it's bringing a lot of people up, and also it can bring in guys like Yash, who are captains for the national team. But before we get much deeper into everything and we're talking about cricket, Yash, I'd like for you to explain to the new viewer, the person who's never watched cricket, maybe they've watched baseball and they think baseball is cricket, kindly do take them through a minute or two of the players, number of players, and give them an itinerary of cricket. What is cricket, who plays, why, and where, how many players? Go ahead.
So cricket is a team sport, first of all. We have 11 players aside. So there are 3 main departments in the game, which would include the fielding aspect, bowling, and batting. So normally there are 3 segments of the game, which are the most important ones, which is the T20, which is 20 overs, the 50 overs, and a test match.
Okay.
So Kenya, as of now, we play mainly T20s and ODIs.
Okay.
So T20 is a 20-over game in which each over consists of 6 balls each.
Okay.
So whichever team scores the most runs, the other team has to come down and chase it. So it's that simple.
Great. Well, I hope that people can understand, but if you cannot really understand, you can always visit Obuya Cricket Academy, or you can also find these guys on their socials and ask them more about cricket, and you can actually push them to try the sport. You can help them find places to play. That is possible, right?
100%. It's a communication sport. You bond, you make new friends, you meet new people, visit other countries. It's just like any other sport, but without the hard work and consistency, you won't be anything.
It will become tough.
Yes.
Yeah, and Ken, Raymond, sasa ningependa sasa tubonge sasa kiasi hapa hivi, because we understand sport ina change wase wengi locally hapa hivi Kenya. Wewe unaonaje, without the cricket, how will your life be, and what do you think, ukiwa na hii cricket, where can you go? Is the world, your playground, or niambie kiasi hapo sasa?
Mi kama sio cricket, sijui sasa hii maisha yangu ingekuwa aje.
Yeah.
We played with the Ash under-19 qualifiers.
Yeah.
I've gone to Nigeria, TZ. Where we go last year. We have gone to India camp for under-19.
Yeah. That's amazing. Now, Raymond.
For me, I'd say cricket. Cricket has really took part in my life.
Yeah.
Travel, imetufundisha pia discipline. Cricket pia ni game inakufundisha hard work. Juu lazima pia both part kwa kuball, kufield, kubat, lazima pia mngangani mkiwa wote as a team. So imetufundisha pia group work. Juu lazima work together ndio muweze kuachieve.
And now back to you, Yash. We've spoken about how the national team may not be in the best place at the moment, but we believe in the youth, and you guys can actually be that change. At the moment, we understand there's federations that run cricket and everything, there's management. What do you think can be done better for us to get the best out of cricket here in Kenya? For you guys to go and qualify for the World Cup, what do you think can be done better?
I think we do have the quality of coaches. As I said, we have, one of my mentors is the great Thomas Adoyo, Joseph Angara, and Joshua Tirungu.
Okay.
So we do have quality, but we don't have that quantity of time in which it takes the training hours. So just like comparison, we have India. India, you train 6 hours a day, while sometimes in Kenya, you only train 2 hours or maybe 6 hours in a week. So I guess that quantity and match time is where we lose out on, and that's the main big factor.
Okay, and when we speak of facilities, because when you look at the other sports, for example, football, there's tournaments been postponed, there's nowhere to play, it's not up to international standards. Do you think here in Kenya we have facilities that can, host international matches, or, rather host bigger teams? For let's say England and Australia want to have a neutral venue to have one of their T20 series matches. Do you think they'd go for Kenya?
It's out of question as of now, because we're an associate nation.
Yeah.
We do have one staple international ground, which is Nairobi Gymkhana, and we do have a second one which is coming up, which is Roraka Sports Club.
Okay.
Just late last year, there was a tournament held there, We do have the grounds, but we lack the indoor facilities.
Okay.
So when the rains come, we have to stop for a bit of time of playing and everything. So the indoor facilities where we're lacking mainly.
And what about the equipment? Because we understand the sport requires a lot of the bats, the balls themselves, the uniform also. Do you think we're in a good place, or there's still a lot to do also in that area?
There is a lot of improvement needed, in my opinion, because most of us players, we either get all our equipment from hand-downs or we order straight from internationally, either the UK or India.
And
So
no one likes hand-downs.
no one likes hand-downs. Especially, we do have great coaches,
Yeah.
and those coaches have quality bats, so in which they do hand us down those, which are the best in my opinion.
Okay.
Because equipment, there's a lot of improvement which is needed in the country, because it's not really known as a sport. But I think as our under-19 comes up, we will put a stamp on cricket.
That's amazing, and we believe that it's something that can come up because we have the ability. We know you guys can win trophies, and we know you guys have a chance for qualifying for the World Cup. And when you qualify again, that will bring more limelight to the cricket here locally. And speaking of cricket, Ken, najua umecheza games kadhaa ukirepresent Obuya. Kindly niambie 1, 2, 3 games, the ones that you think have been the biggest in your life, the ones that have really pushed, zimekusukuma hadi ukasema I have to improve here, lazima nicheze better, naweza swing hii bat differently. Niambie kadhaa.
For me, cricket is a good game and also a bad game. The bad game, the time that ball hits you, that's when you know that bad game. But anyway, the way you score, you also say it's a good game.
Okay. So umecheza versus India, umecheza versus which other countries, which other games?
I played for India,
Okay.
Barbados,
Okay.
Nepal. We played with Yash in Nigeria. I played with Nigeria, Malawi,
Sierra Leone,
Nice.
And Uganda, Tanzania.
So you've had a feel of the different teams, at least when going to the under-19 qualifiers, you sort of understand what they bring to the table, of which the teams that you've mentioned, again, I also understand they are African and they're doing a lot, and they'll also want to prove themselves, but you guys will do better, hopefully.
100%.
Raymond, umecheza wapi? Umecheza timu gani? Obuya imekuchezesha, imekupeleka wapi?
For me, Obuya imenipeleka seme mbali, India. Against, we played against India, Sri Lanka, Barbados, and the others. And mostly Kenyan League, Kenya Cricket League. It's too tough. We usually do a lot when we are playing. Okay.
You represent which team in the Kenya Cricket Premier League?
Kenya Cricket Premier League, I represent Obuya.
Obuya plays in the Premier League as an academy and also as a team.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So hapo ndo nimecheza sana. Na ndo nimeweza kujiona pia na watu wengi.
Na target yako sasa after umecheza in hizo countries na umecheza hapa KPL, what's your target?
For me, my target ni kucheza internationally. Nataka by the time nafika maybe 25, niko at least somewhere. Mali nimejiskuma pia.
Okay. And obviously, Yasha, I know you've played against a lot of big teams, but if you had to point out 3 games that you can say, I as Yash, these are the games that have defined my career so far in cricket, which one would you recall and why? Tell us why. Did you find them tough, or you just had to dig deep and get something else? Give me 3 really games.
So firstly, I would like to say our Division 1 qualifiers, 2023, Kenya, Uganda. So wicket was not that good. Wicket is where we play on. Ball was turning quite a bit, skidding, nipping, everything.
Was it due to weather or?
Yes, weather, because we were playing in Tanzania, coastal regions. So the decks are more sand-based. So sand makes the ball turn more as it grips. So we didn't score that well against Uganda. We got around 80 all out. And that game was the moment our whole team, you know, we're usually all quiet, calm guys. But that game, something switched on in our minds. We kept talking, and we won that game really hard. That's amazing. Defending 80 only on the board.
That's amazing. So
that's one big game which really sparked. And I guess last season, the highest form of cricket is called NPCA. So Super League is the highest division. So NPCA stands for Nairobi Provisional Cricket Association. So it was a game against Simba Union, Sikh Union. And that game was my first ever 50 50 runs, half century in cricket, in Super League.
That's amazing.
So being a youngster, I was 17 at the time, so being a youngster playing against all these adults, I think that really put a stamp on me.
That's amazing. And, you know, we always want to see the young people popping up so that we know we have a future in cricket. And when you're saying you've played here, you mentioned the Premier League, you know, you've mentioned you played against Barbados. Is there somewhere that I, as a fan, or maybe a new fan of cricket, can go and get clips or get full matches for the games that you guys are playing? Because we believe that's really important to also see you guys and see what you're doing. Is there a place we can, you know?
Yeah, of course. Like YouTube is probably the biggest platform for cricket as well. So if you just search up Kenya cricket, Kenya under-19 cricket, you'll get all our matches, highlights, full matches, everything.
And we'll see you guys in your faces.
Our photos, everything.
And that's amazing. I believe social media, again, as time goes on, is really, really important in growing the sport here. And for Obuya, hopefully, si mko na Instagram, mko na socials pale that people can, you know, can follow and get more cricket, and also follow the academy itself. So again, for Obuya, maybe mnaweza tuambia, what if I want to join? Who do I talk to? Where do I visit? Or do I have to be scouted?
No, for Obuya, I think you just go Instagram, Facebook, Obuya to Obuya Cricket Academy. You can just message, and we have our guys, and we'll just talk.
We just talk.
Yeah. So it's not about money or everything. The talent. For us, we just want to take talent from grassroots. So we want to be mentors of cricket and take cricket to another level.
That's amazing. And Ken, pia social media tukiongelea, also players amplifying kutuma your sport, we ensure it's hard, it's seed. Pia wewe unafaa kusaidia kwa your stuff. So do you post ama unaita watu wakuja watch game? How do you do it? Ama ukicheza, that's it. Umecheza, imeisha.
Mimi wana post hapo kwa account yangu ya Instagram.
Nice. And people interact, watu wanaona, wanasema, and that's amazing. And what's your account? Tuambia watu ndo tusisema uko na account.
You can find me in Instagram, itkenk14, and Facebook.
Okay, and we hope tukifika pale you also keep posting. Don't usiogope viewership. Sawa. And Yash, again, when we talk about social media, I know you also believe in that from the way you're speaking. And social media, do you know the under-19, when you go for the qualifiers, will there be adequate coverage maybe on social media? People can maybe get to know the players. Maybe we see a poster with your face and we understand, you know. Do you think, is it in the works? Is it something that's ongoing?
Yeah, there's already a platform set under the name Cricket Kenya on Instagram. So there's Cricket Kenya and Cricket Kenya News. So every time we go for a major tournament or a country comes here and we're playing or touring another country, all the information is put there. The score sheets, who won the match, the venue and timings and everything.
Yes, and as you've heard, it's Cricket Kenya. So please go to Instagram and follow Cricket in Kenya. And also do your due diligence and just go to the website, do your own Googling, there's YouTube, and let's find out more about cricket as Yash and his team head out for the under-19. We really need to push them, and we also need to show them support across all different platforms. And as we close out, finally, we've had Obuya Sports Club Hapa. We've heard all about Yash, the under-19. I just want to know why each of you, Bona, you believe I should watch cricket and not football. Let's say there's a clashing, there's a Harambee Stars game and there's a cricket game. Raymond, let's start with you. Why should I watch cricket and not Harambee Stars?
For me, I say cricket is a gentleman's game.
Yeah.
So for there, you'll learn more about discipline, hard work, and consistency.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And Ken?
I think many people like football, but cricket is a game.
Yeah.
You can watch, you can learn.
Yeah.
There's many things you can achieve there.
Great. And Yash, finally, and also another added question is, when I'm sitting down to watch cricket, how long will I sit to watch a match of cricket? Will I sit for 3 hours? There's a day I sat to watch tennis for the first time and I watched for 6 hours and I was gone past the first hour. How long is a match of cricket?
So it depends. The T20, which is the 20 overs, where each side bats 20 overs each, it's about 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Per innings.
Okay.
So in total, it turns out to be 3 hours long.
3 hours long.
3 hours
That's
long.
manageable because a lot of people watch rugby and football, which is 2 hours when there's extra time and everything. So that's very manageable. So do not shy from following cricket and watching cricket. And as we close this maybe each of you can set out what they want to achieve. It's a new year, still a long year ahead. There's qualifiers, there's everything. So for Obuya, tukianza na Raymond, what do you want to achieve this year? Where do you want to be?
For me, as a player, I want to have a chance to join Cricket Kenya national team.
Okay.
So that's my goal this year. And I know it's not easy, but we'll perform. We are on the process, yeah, and we trust the process.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes, Ken?
With this year, I'm targeting to join national team.
The national team?
I know it's not easy, but
Yeah.
I'll make
You'll
it.
push it and you'll make it to the national team. And Yash, we understand there's a lot on your plate this year. You'll be up to the challenge.
100%.
Thank you for the confidence. You feel it. And aside from the qualifiers and the World Cup, what else and do you want to achieve?
So for me, my goal is not locally. I want to play abroad, want to be scouted, want to play in the UK, India, US as well.
Yes.
So national team is first goal.
Okay.
Our country always comes first.
Yes.
Then comes our personal goals after that,
Yeah.
in which I want to play abroad, play county, play the Indian Premier League, play all those things where all that big money is involved.
Yeah. And it's also important for us as a community, us as fans and viewers of cricket, to support these young guys as they push to be the best in cricket, because we want to see a total overhaul in sports here in Kenya. And that's it for this segment. I think it's been really insightful learning about cricket. Ken, Yash, Raymond, thank you for being in studio, and we believe that people will actually listen and go and follow and try to engage as much with cricket than before. Remember, there's the upcoming qualifiers for the under-19 World Cup, where Yash will be captaining the team, and there's still a lot to come from Obuya Sports Academy, where you can go on Instagram, on Facebook, get them and try to join the academy, because as Raymond has said, it's talent. So go push yourself hard, play cricket, and let's try to make this another key sport in Kenya. It's been an engaging segment, and see you in the next segment where we'll be discussing international sports, international football. Man United knocked Arsenal out of the FA Cup. That's another exciting talking point that we'll have when Fan Zone comes. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next segment.
The centre-back pairing that's been cobbled together in recent games.